If you have a loose and loud garage door opener chain, let me show you how to tighten it so that you can get rid of that problem. To do this, you'll need 2 1/2-inch wrenches and some pliers or vice grips or something that you can grab the chain with other than your fingers. Before we start, you need to understand that some sag in the chain is normal. For example, right now, my garage door opener trolley is closed and it's keeping the door pushed up against the opening the way it's supposed to, so that there's a nice seal on the bottom and around all the edges. So because it's pushing up against there to keep it closed, there's going to be a little bit of sag in the chain, and you notice that the rail is kind of bowed up just a little bit because it's putting that pressure on the front of the door. Now you'll notice when I pull on the pull cord here, it's going to release the door from the trolley. And now if we look at the chain, it's actually pretty tight and it sits above the bottom underside of this rail. On the other hand, if your trolley was released and your chain was drooping this much, this is going to be loud and cause you problems. Fortunately, this is an easy fix. First, what you're gonna do is grab your 2 1/2-inch wrenches and you're gonna put them on these 2 nuts right here. They're gonna be pretty tight. You're gonna go the opposite direction to loosen it like this. Now that it's part of the way loose, grab your pliers, hold on to this bolt right here, and keep loosening it more so you don't have to do too much. The reason for the pliers is that if you try and loosen this without holding on to this bolt, it's going to twist this chain and it's going to cause problems at the sprocket where it turns the chain. With the right bolt loose, you're going to switch the pliers over to your other hand. You're going to clamp onto the chain and you're going to take your 1/2-inch wrench and you're going to tighten this nut here by rotating it downward. So as you tighten it, look down your rail and you'll notice that your chain is starting to get a little bit tighter. And again, the reason why you need the pliers is because that chain's gonna twist on you and it's not very easy to hold on to with your fingers. So I almost have mine to where it needs to be, about right there. Twist your chain to make sure that your chain is level, that it's not twisted one way or the other. Now we'll check our chain. If you look down there, you see it's just right. Just above the underside of the rail. It's about where you want it. You definitely don't want to get it too tight, and the way that you can tell if it is if you look at this rail and this rail is bowed one way or the other. That means that the chain is pulling too hard on it and it's causing it to bow. Now that we have our chain to the desired tightness, the last thing we need to do is tighten these nuts together so that it will stay there. So I'm going to finger tighten it like this. I'm going to use this wrench to keep the chain from twisting, and I'm going to use this wrench and rotate it up to tighten it against this one. Once I get there, I can pull down on one and push up on the other one, making sure that my chain stays nice and flat up here. And that's all there is to it. If this is something that you don't feel like you'd want to handle yourself, or if you have any other problems with your garage door or garage door opener, please contact us today. We can help.